I want to speak a little. That builder who built this old mosque in Old Baku in 1970. You know, this is old square, Meydan we call this. With the owner, for the owner of Muhammad, Prophet, and owner of this mosque, Muhammad. So I want, right now, I don't like to speak about a biography of my brother, but this brother with me altogether, we was arrested in Moscow in 1983, 5th of December, on that very famous and very super excellent Stalin Constitution Day in Moscow. So right now look at this mosque. Israfil walking, as far as right now, the same like in our youth days. We was walking together with my brother on that days. Right now he's a little praying with his hands, he's touching to the stones of this minaret. That minaret that was struck by great Peter General Matyushkin. As far as Matyushkin surrounded Baku in 1723, 1722, he couldn't. But 1723, after 3 weeks, Baku was capitulated at that time. Look at, please. So he's touching to this old mosque stones, which was built by our very, very old, our grandfather, Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr in 1078 started, when he married with my grandmother, Gülsüm, and started our generation, Gülsüm. So right now near of Maiden Tower, which is the Maiden Tower, was built by, as far as we know, minimum 2 period, but it was indeed by 3 period was built. Unfortunately, Baku no an anniversary and jubilee, 5,500 years old. I know that Baku is not so very old in the world. In the world, Jericho is a very old city, as far as we know, in Israel. That is more than 11,000 years old. And the second city is, as far as we know, in Turkey, Çukurkala, I don't know exactly the name, I already forgot about this. More than 10,000 and a half. And the third is Damascus in Syria, you know. So, and the fourth is Baghdad, which is a very relative, Baghdad, Baku. Baku first name was Bag, later the second name was Bagwan, the third name was Badikuba, and right now Baku. 4 times the name was changed, and so Baku right now in brief, the city of the gold. Directly it is translating. You can find about all of this material on history of Baku or history of old city Charishar. Right now Israfil speaking something, he know a little history. I know this is my brother, native, but he's a little religious man. Sometimes I'm calling his Axund İsrafil, not Mullah İsrafil. He know more. He was last time in Azerbaijan jails, and he got more information and scientific from this theoretic people or some theoretical people. I mean, religious education, but he had before another education. I know he hasn't high education, no problem. So I want right now to speak about real Meydan squares of old Baku. There was more than 10 exactly, because old Baku territory is about, just I shall tell you, by acre, hectare, or in Russian called, by acre 21 and a half. Somebody told 22 and a half. I don't know exactly what it's. So there was more than 10 Meydan or square, and everyone has the names. We had two. One is up, Meydan, near of the mosque. Another is down, where is that up is called Muhammad Square, Meydan. Down was called they called this Lot Bataranlar. Lot Bataranlar, Lotka Batıranlar, or Lotka in Russian, boat. People who were sinking the boat at that time was so famous. You know, old Baku, as far as near of the Caspian Sea, and these people trading majority, but by little boat, not a big ships at that time was. So it was called Lot Bataranlar, and that people was famous with their fighting and sinking the boat, trading boat, of course, a little. So I want right now to speak a little about that crazy scoundrel.